Hello, everybody. This is Rhonda Young, also known as TC. Come on in my space. Okay, I'm excited tonight, guys, because I'm working on my usual project that I do a couple of times out the year. Now, if you want to know about Kool-Aid Pickles, also called Koolickles, that's what tonight is all about. This little tutorial on how to make your own. See, I'm going to tell you my history, and then I'm going to tell you the history. Well, my history was, I was from the north, and I came here, and I was looking for pickles and a big peppermint stick, because that's what I was used to. Well, I didn't hear about pickles and peppermint sticks. All I heard was about Kool-Aid pickles. So that was in 2016. And then by 2017, when Juneteenth came around, that's all I saw was Kool-Aid pickles. And I fell in love with them. But if you want to know the history about Kool-Aid pickles, the birthplace was actually Mississippi. Now, I forgot what year, but it was years ago. And let me see, because sometimes it's easy if I see it. Yep, Mississippi is the birthplace of Kool-Aid pickles, which people have nicknamed them Koolickles. The colorful and crunchy products are a combination of dill pickles and Kool-Aid powder, and the pickling culture of the American South quite well. So, guys, I was buying, I think the first year I was running around catching up with the Kool-Aid girl, and I was buying it. And then I said, no more buying it. I'll make my own. Now, most of the time, if you all follow me on social media, you notice that I'm more so talking about healthy things. I like to stick with the healthy things, but Koolickles is pretty much one of my treats that I allow myself to eat. Now, the reason why I warn people about it because of the sugar and the sodium. But if you're going to have that treat every now and then, just don't eat the whole jar. So I'm going to show you real quick because I got 6 jars to do tonight. I'm only going to show you several of them. And like I said, I don't buy them anymore. I make my own. And they're pretty good. They're pretty and they're pretty good. So I like to start out with Blastix only. I use Blastix because that's what I started out with, and I was real pleased with the texture, the flavor, and everything. So a 32-ounce jar. See, a lot of people have asked me how do they do it, and I posted. So I thought I'd do a little tutorial on how I make mine. So I start off with the 32-ounce jar of kosher dill spears. These work fine for me. I've also had them where they were sliced, but I'm satisfied with this. So you know how they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm okay with it. So what I do is I start off and I pour my, you know what? I should have got my strainer. I'll be right back, y'all. Oh yeah, by the way, social media, whatever social media it's on, I don't own the rights to that song, the music. But anyway, you can use a strainer. Sometimes I just kind of, pour it. But I'm going to use the strainer today. And I'm going to strain my pickles. So with that juice, and I'm gonna start with the red ones. The red ones are very popular. Now I'll tell you, I have, because I'm doing these for a young lady for Juneteenth, I have lemonade, green apple, and cherry, the 3 colors. And then one is for a birthday. She's getting tropical punch. So, remember I told you all it's a lot of sugar in this, so I don't really like the fact it's a lot of sugar, but they so good, y'all. So I'll take my sugar. And by the way, this is 3/4 cup. Yeah, that's a lot of sugar, but it's so good. And then I stir it up a little bit. So we're gonna start with the tropical punch. I'm gonna do my reds first because then I don't have to really worry about so much rinsing it out. So this is tropical punch. And you take your package of Kool-Aid. Now get the real Kool-Aid. Don't go get generic stuff. Get the real Kool-Aid, the Kool-Aid that we grew up on. And so I'm gonna take, and let me get a little closer and show you all. Show you all. See how red it is. Yep. I'm gonna take and stir that so I make sure that it gets real, stirred up, dissolving. And so what you're gonna do, and guys, it's real important that you start this early because I like to marinate mine 5 days, 5 to 7 days, no less than 5 days for real. And what you're gonna do every single day, you're gonna go in your refrigerator, make sure the top is on tight. That's real important, guys, because one time I did that and the top wasn't on. So we don't want no accidents. Now I use a cup like this because it's easier to pour it back. So I'm going to take this, as you can see, and pour it. And make sure you're not leaving any of the Kool-Aid at the bottom of the bowl, as well as any sugar. Yeah, I said sugar, but that's okay. We're gonna treat ourselves. It's okay as long as you don't overdo it. Now what I'm gonna do is so simple. I'm gonna take the jar and I'm gonna pour it right back in there. Can you all see that? Now, you're gonna always have a little too much Kool-Aid, and that's okay, because you're gonna pretty much dispose of it. But take it all the way to the top. So you'll have that much left over. And what you do is put the top on there. And it's because I do 2 reds, I always take, when I tear it, that says tropical punch, and I'll put tropical punch on it so I won't get it mixed up with the cherry. Now remember I said make sure the top is on real good, because every day you're going to go in the refrigerator and this is exactly what you're going to do. So maybe I will do another color. Usually I do my reds, and this is my excess. Please don't try drinking this. It's too much salt and sugar in it, so don't do that. So remember, I'm gonna put tropical punch on there so I won't mix them up, because I'm gonna be doing a cherry and a watermelon. Now, since I'm gonna show you another color and another flavor, I'm gonna rinse all of this out real good. You don't have to even rinse it out with soap and water. You just rinse it out, because you don't want the red to mix with the green. And that's another one of my favorites. During the holiday, Christmas holiday, I do red and green pickles. The kids just love them. So I'll be right back. I hope you all can hear my little music. Maybe my little music will entertain you real quick. Another way you could do it to make it easier is get you two bowls, two different bowls. And then that way you will not. Give me a little paper towel back here. Then you won't have to worry about different things like this. And like I said, I'm only doing it differently today because I don't want the red to mix with the yellow or the green. I'm doing Juneteenth pickles. And let me hurry up because I do not want this tutorial to be long. So, yeah, sometimes if you're doing different flavors, it pays to use different bowls. So we're going to go to our second one. And see how pretty that is? Pretty and red. So we're going to go to our second one. And I'm going to strain this one. And it's pretty much the same as before. Now the most popular flavors are the cherry and tropical punch. They really are. That's my favorite. So here's my pickle juice. Now I'm going to go to the green one. This is green apple. And I'm going to tear it right up under green apple. Because remember, unless you have something to write on your jars, you want to make sure you keep them separate. Watermelon, cherry, and tropical punch looks the same. So I'm going to pour this in here. It's so pretty because it's green. And then we're going to always have my sugar measured out already. And I have my spoon. And make sure the spoon is cleaned off because we want these to be green. And also, I didn't do it this year, but for Juneteenth, I usually do grape. And the reason why I didn't do it this year, because 5 days is good, at least to marinate it. But when it comes to the, to get the color black, the grape, the longer the better. So I'm going to stir it. Stir it up, stir it up. And then I'm going to hurry up and end this. So I hope you all are enjoying this. And then I'm going to go get my pickles. And remember guys, I like to pour it. I love to pour it in one that I can, it's easier to pour. And see, these are green. These are gonna be green pickles. Make sure you get all the sugar and the Kool-Aid, and you just put it back in here. And here's the green. And remember, I told you I always have a little juice left over. And please don't drink the juice. And please make sure that your jars are tight. So these are the green ones. So every day, I do it twice a day, really. In the morning, I get up and I shake it. And I don't even turn it over. That's why I said make sure that it's, so that the pickles could get, we want the pickles to have the color. So I have the red ones here. I have the green one. And I will not bore you all. I will complete it. I'm going to do a lemonade one. And I'm going to do a cherry and a couple more tropical punch. So I hope you all enjoyed that. And if you're following me on Facebook or YouTube, Team Young Duo, we love to have fun. We love to talk about good stuff. We like to talk about plants. We like to talk about health. Believe it or not, we like to talk about health, but we also like to treat ourselves. So we'll have a Koolickle. Remember, y'all like this too fragile not to enjoy, so y'all better go on out there and enjoy today on purpose. And Rhonda Young will see you on my next video. You all have a blessed day.